Hello guys, my name is Florian Bourdon and I'm the co-founder of the festival Bordeaux Open Air, happening over the summer in Bordeaux, France. So our festival started in the summer 2016, so about 6 years ago now, 5 years ago. The idea was to hold events in places that are very well known by the general public in the city, and to have electronic music be a part of these places, all these parks. So the original idea was really to use public parks and to bring some life and some music there, and this is what we've been doing mostly. So it's on Sundays during the summer, every summer in Bordeaux, and we started in 2016. So like I said, the idea is to hold events on Sunday. So they're usually starting at 3 p.m. in public parks around the city, usually until 8 p.m. So on afternoon times. And we really want to be as close as possible of the natural rhythm of this park, which means that we are doing our event hours on the times where the park are usually open. So definitely the location of the festival is a big influence on how we actually create everything around it. And I would also say that it's a big part of the magic of our events, is that there are places that maybe we wouldn't expect electronic music to be there, and yet we managed to bring it there, and with the people being there as well and dancing, it really creates something special, and the location has definitely an influence for that, for sure. So the idea behind Bordeaux's open air booking is always to try and bring artists that have something to say about their scene. It's very hard to find artists that will represent maybe a genre or a city or a scene, but we really try and bring in people that are like ambassadors of these, despite the fact that it can never be thorough and perfect. But we really want to have whether they're house or jazz or maybe more techno, anything that is electronic infused or based, but as wide as it can be on the electronic music scope. But we do care about who they are regarding their scene, how they contribute, etc., etc., etc. And then we haven't been, because of our independency and because of our philosophy, we've been trying to stay away of the big circuits of the the main headliners that you see every year on the big festival. Not because we don't like what they do, but because we believe that we can be a stage for another type of artist, and we want to invite these guys. But yeah, everyone welcome as long as you're a good vibe, There's definitely been several. I think that I'm always amazed when an artist can, either take the whole public on his or her story. And, I remember the French DJ Chloe, who was playing in 2017, and at the end of the event, it started to rain pretty heavily on the venue, and it was outside, but she managed to use the energy of the weather to make the party even more crazy, and that was a very, very cool memory because of the general feeling in that park that day. Anybody that wants to come. We are really trying to be as broad as possible. The entrance of the festival is free, so that whether you are a huge fan of electronic music or whether you are someone that just wants to discover a little more about it, you can come, you're welcome. We've had artists coming with their children, with their parents, with their brothers, sisters, cousins. You can bring your whole family, all your friends, anybody you want. We really want, we are really dedicated to, inviting everyone and make everyone feel like they're welcome, and that's something really we care about. So please, 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 if you're watching this, you are invited to the festival for sure. Every festival is unique. You can, because they are so connected to the place they are created, that I think, each place has their own festivals, and I think that's for the better. Definitely, we, as you know, we're an independent team. Most of the team is under 30 years old. We started with our own money. And I think that sets us apart, from, several of our colleagues, because, we're still a young structure. And then I think that philosophy-wise, we are trying to create events where the location is a lot more connected to the actual events, and both of their experiences can, answer each other, whereas maybe some other events, they tend to put more work on the actual experience and maybe less on the venue. And I think that we're definitely on the side that believes that to make a great event, you need a cool experience, but also a great venue and a great place, a place that people will want to take care about, take care of, I meant. And then what is unique about our festival is also the fact that, we are free, and we're trying to stay like that, so that anyone that wants to discover electronic music can come. But I think that what's the most unique about the festival is definitely the feeling when you're on site in the location downtown Bordeaux. And I really, really encourage you to come and try it out for yourself. So the challenge that we faced organizing such an event were definitely, the first years when it started, it was trying to think of everything, of course. Lots of little mistakes that we did in planning and such. But I would say that, once we had both like the artist and the cultural scene, and also the city and the cultural officials, that once everyone was on board, that would, definitely became a little bit easier. So I think that the biggest troubles we've had were getting started. Once we were going, it became easier and easier. But it's also, we know that there's always going to be little issues, and of course the pandemic these days definitely sets that up. But I think that the hardest was just getting started, because after that it's only about trying and find a solution for each and one of the issues. But it's okay. It's definitely worth the trouble. So if you feel like you could start something in your hometown, just go for it. I think that our world and our times definitely calls for more partying and time together, and if you feel like you and your friends could start such parties, don't hesitate to reach out to others that are already doing it or that have been doing it, and they'll help you out. And you can do the same with us if you want to. You can always reach out. I think that the more solidarity there will be in between the people that organize parties and the people that attend those parties, the best the parties will be. So, when they'll be back, take care of your local scene, take care of your local artists, try and support them. Let's spend some time together dancing, Bye, thanks.